Hi everyone, welcome to Knacklers workshop. So today we're going to make a, I don't know what you call it, a tool or a fixture or something like that. So what we've got here is a very old thing I used to have when I used to rebuild fuel pumps for the MOD. So you just tighten it up and it locks it in, you can move it around. So it was very useful in those good old days. Well, they weren't very good, that's why I left. But anyway, so what the plan is, I've got a bit of aluminium, so we're going to chop a bit off, we're going to drill some holes, we're going to put it on there, so that'll be part one. And then the purpose of this is I've got three altogether of these spindles for the Unimat SL Lathe. So what I want to do is have something that allows me to clamp this without any undue pressure. So the plan is to, let me just move that out of the way a little bit. So we'll put something on here. We'll have a couple of bits. I've got a couple of old bits of aluminium. These were recycled. These are from the guys swapped some windows. These were from some old aluminium windows. So basically we have something like that. So, and that will have a hole in, so that will slide in. We can clamp it tight, and then based on our knowledge of this, we can turn it to any angle wherever we are to work on. Because one of the what I learned from the 𝗪𝗔𝗡𝗥𝗦 boys is trying to keep things as clean as possible, and what I want to do is not have things rolling around on the bench, because you know my workshop's completely different from theirs. I share it with two joiners, so it's hardly a sterile environment. So anyway, enough waffle, let's get on with it. Okay. Hi everyone, so all I've done is blued up a bit of the aluminium. Let me tell you the logic of how I've worked things out. So this is the shaft. I checked, they're all the same size. So what I've done, we're going for metric today. So we're going for, it's actually 9.4, but 94 millimeters. So I've set this to 95 because I can't saw in a straight line. So that will give us, we can scribe down there to give us the length we want. I've measured it. Let's turn the, don't know whether you can see this. So it's about, I think it's round the wrong way for you. Let's turn around. So I think it's about 35 give or take. So being a man of simple methods, piece of chalk. So we got 35, yeah, which is our width there. What I've looking at that, let me just check we can see. Let's move that a bit closer to the middle. So I've estimated 15 each side. So if you've got 15 each side, can't do a 15. So we got 5. What we got? 3, 4, 5, 6. So 65. So we want to go 65 down this way. So if I had a scriber, let me get scriber. So we've got a Randy Richards scriber here. I think you guys in the US call them scribes. But we'll just make a mark there. Mark there. Get a square. So we got that. We set this to 65. It's near as bugger as to swearing. Excuse me. Got one there. one there. Got the wobble on there, didn't hold it square, so it did a pretty rubbish job. Okay, so we need to sort that out, so let me reposition the camera and we'll cut that piece out. Okay, so nothing special here, just some hacksaw. Okay, reasonably straight, that's good. Okay, so there we go. Okay, right, let's move the camera and get on with the next bit. Okay, so we're here. Wasn't too bad. It's not perfect, but I've not sawn anything for quite a while. We've got it's reasonably. I don't know if you can see that square. So I can clean that up with a file and deburr it, and we'll be in business there. So that's got us a rough length. It's about 1 millimetre too long this way, so I will, when I'm cleaning it up, just bring it down by hand just to get it to this size. That's where I would like it to be, but it's just filing, so there's nothing too great there. So what we need to do now, let's get rid of those bits. We need to mark out where we're going to drill the holes for that, and then drill the 2 holes in there. Now, if only I had some transfer punches, life would be easy. So I have to work around that one. So what I'm going to do off camera, I'll just clean these up, and then I'll show you what we're going to do to work out where these are. Okay, back in a moment. Hi everyone. So we need to find the place for these holes. Yeah. So if we do have a quick measure up. So we've got 95.66. Got a low battery here, so 95.66 divided by 2 equals 47.8. So for our purposes, so we got this. This is one of those ones with the rollers for marking out. So what we want, 47. So we got 45.67.8. About there. So we'll see whether I got that right. So what we're going to do is we're just going to attack it from both sides. It doesn't look too good. Oh yeah. So we're pretty close to centre there. So that was my prepared edge from when I bought the material, so I'll keep that. So now we'll scribe the line. We go the other side just so we're doubly certain. So we're pretty close to the centre there, so that's pretty good. Now this is a normal vernier scale. If you're not sure how to read one, if you go to Emma's spare room machine shop, she's got a little video that explains how to do that. So we've now got the centre of the plate there, but what we've got to do is try and work out where these holes are. And as I mentioned, I haven't got any transfer punches. So what I'm going to do is I've got a bit of gasket paper or jointing paper, depending on. So we're just gonna. We've got a flat edge there, and that's a flat edge. Got a little hammer. We're going to see if we can knock out a template here. Without knocking my thumbs. So all you're really doing is just tapping around the edge, and it will break the paper. So it's I'm not sure whether you're on view. If you're not, sorry about that, but nearly got my thumb. So what we've got there is a good, have a check, you can see we've got a good shape. So what we can do is just trim it with the scissors. You can just keep tapping away and you will break the jointing paper, but it does give you a remarkably good you know, the size of it. Okay. Okay, let's turn that back round. Let's move that back that way a little bit. So still got the little arrow that I put there, so I've got the same place, and I know I've got these edges, so it all represents that top plate. So I'm going to hold it down there, and I can feel where the hole, where the where the thread comes through. So we're doing pretty good there. So we'll try and do the front one. There we go. Let's wait till GoPro up. So we got, now let's move that out of the way. We get our plate back, and what we can do, we can put that there, and now we just place it out. Again, it's, you know, this is by eye. It's not I'm not sure you're going to see Stefan or Robin Renzetti doing this, but it'd be better if I had smooth. Okay, let me go and get a centre punch. So I'm back now, and what I got is, it's not a centre punch, I can't think what it's called. It's Tom Lipton showed it on one of his meat loaves. So what it does, it gives you a very, it's less aggressive than a centre punch, but it does give you the ability to adjust things slightly. Okay, so I think we got two pretty much close where we were, and bearing in mind we're going to drill some clearance holes for here, so because we're going to bolt through onto there. Okay, so I'll join you back in a minute when I've got a it set up to drill. Okay, back in a mo. Hi, so we're over at the door Westbury. I was going to use just a hand drill, but I can't. The little egg beater hand drill I've got wouldn't take the 8mm drill that I needed, so I have to use this. Alright. So what I'm going to do is just check, because I did have a bit of movement there. Crash. Turn the part around. Don't think it makes much difference. No, I think we're looking out sort of okay. Let's drill the other one. Started a little bit better, or even better. Right, let's take it over to the bench. Back in a minute. Right, we're back here. All I've done is run round just with the deburring tool. Hopefully you can see that looks pretty good when you consider we only used gasket paper. So anyhow, I don't know whether it'll screw in, but let's have a go. We've got one there. These bolts have a bit past their sell-by date, and I think only one goes in one end, or they only go in one way. But it looks like we might be on a winner here. I haven't tried this before, so we seem to have that on there. Nice. Seems to be. We've got a good fit here, and it looks broadly in the centre, so that part we're all tickety-boo. So now we've got to think about getting something on the edges here to allow us to put the spindle on, or put the spindle through. So as you can see, the coffee cup's nearly empty, so I'm going to go and refill that and have a little think about what to do next. Alright, so I'll be back in a while. Hi everyone, so coffee's filled up. I had a bit of a think. So what I'm going to do is, I've sort of committed myself by needing to make these uprights this width. So I've only been drawing on this aluminium with a chippy pencil. So all I'm going to do is, obviously, as I say, the same width. So I think that was 65. Chop it down, and we'll make 2 of them. We need to obviously have a hole in the middle for the spindle to go through. And then we need to have the ability to clamp it. So we have a slot through there, and then a bolt that goes through there. So we have to tap one side, have the clearance on the other. Or we could just have a nut and bolt, it doesn't really matter. And then probably shape, sort of remove all this bit, just to make it a bit more flexible to grip on it. And obviously a second one for each side. And then we'll screw up through the bottom, sort of we'll put some screws up through the bottom. Let's lift that up, just make sure you can, not sure you can be able to see this, so I'm sorry about that. So what we got, a hole in the middle, bits cut around the edge, slot through there, and then a bolt to go through there to clamp it together onto the bar. Yeah, that's roughly pretty much the plan. So what I'm going to do is glue this up, mark it out properly, and saw. What I'm just going to do is saw these bits, get all that prepared for when I bring you back, and then we'll look at putting the hole in the middle, chopping all this stuff up, and screwing the thread. So I'll be back in a while. Okay then, thank you.